Never have I ever gotten caught masturbating.
Okay, yeah. But
Please don't tell me it was me.
I walked in a couple of times. Oh, but I just play it off.
Hi, this is my mom, Livia Wilcott.
Hi, this is my daughter, Brooklyn Fenton.
This is my lovely mom, Deluzia.
And this is my gorgeous daughter, Samaya.
This is my mother, Judith or Denisha. You gotta introduce me. You gotta introduce
I thought you had more for me.
You
This
do
is
me
my
first,
beautiful
go.
daughter,
Aw.
Vivian. She's 22.
The older I've gotten, the more open my mom has gotten with me.
I think that she knows a lot of what's going on in my life.
We have a pretty close relationship.
Yeah.
I tell her everything.
My teenage years were pretty wild.
We got into a little trouble, but not much.
Smoked a lot of weed, drank.
It is a grace of God that I am here.
Today we're gonna play Never Have I Ever.
And my mom's gonna learn all the things that I maybe haven't told her.
Honestly, some things I don't want to know. Everybody has some sort of secret.
I don't think I'll really be too surprised. My reaction will be more about what she finds out about me.
No, it's nothing crazy. Oh, no.
Never have I ever had a public nip slip.
What is a nip slip?
Your boob falls out.
I
Yes.
just have them because my boobs are big, so I think it's just
Yeah.
natural.
Shift to the right or left, you might get a little, yeah. But that ain't gonna kill nobody.
No.
I have.
No.
It was at a party.
I mean, at the
She walked the runway with the nips out with me behind her.
Child, what kind of parenting am I doing? Never have I ever gotten arrested.
I think you told me that story.
Maybe. Lying.
Loosely.
You want to talk about that? Which one?
So I wasn't arrested, but I was cuffed and put in the back of the car. Does that count?
I've almost got arrested a few times.
So how many times are we talking on the issues with law enforcement?
Let's go with the Thug 3.
I was walking down the street, I was rapping that song, F the police, and the police happened to go by, and I was like, F the police, and they swooped back around and put me in custody. They drove me home.
I don't bother nobody.
You don't bother nobody.
I don't bother nobody, but please don't touch me.
When I tore the car up, that was in the McDonald's drive-thru.
Yeah.
The police was nowhere around. Never have I ever cried over a boy.
And won't do it again.
And won't do it again.
Boys, girls, oh,
So I had just gotten out of the worst breakup, which was my first love.
Yeah.
So I was like just broken.
You get one thug tear, I think, out of me.
You held me as I cried over
People break my heart. I'm a little sensitive, so I'm a crybaby and I cry.
I cried because I got ghosted, and
But
I
you
really
cried for
liked
like
him.
2 weeks.
No,
Yes.
a week and a half.
Never have I ever had a walk of shame.
That's like the next morning after.
I don't know.
I don't be shamed though.
Whew. Well. It's not shameful because the Lord knows my heart.
It's not really a shame if you're proud of what you've done.
I don't think so. When I lost my virginity, when I've done some other stuff before then, that first time I spent the night at his house. Remember, I didn't have a car yet, so I had to leave, and I took an Uber home.
It was kind of like early in the morning, and like his grandma was in the kitchen,
That's different.
and I was like, hey.
Why didn't you tell me that?
I thought I did tell you. Oh no, I didn't,
No, you
because
did
I didn't
not.
want to make him look bad. So, technically.
She walked in on us before too.
Oh, that's more information than I needed.
Never have I ever went to class drunk.
Because I'm
we
a good
smoked
kid.
weed.
Oh, completely different answers.
It's not my thing.
It's been a rough semester. I wouldn't say drunk. I'd say had one or two.
There's this test you have to take when you graduate from Cal State, and you have to get like a 7 on it in order to get your diploma. I was so drunk, I fell asleep. And they came by and gave us the 10-minute warning, and I hopped up, and I mean, I wrote the quickest 5-paragraph essay. I don't even think I finished the last paragraph, but I passed with a 9.
Never have I ever made out with a stranger.
I'm gonna say no.
I guess, yeah.
Oral hygiene is important.
Yeah, I'm
okay.
very particular.
Please tell me this was pre-COVID.
Yeah, of course.
She has a thing about teeth. So like if your teeth are not right, do not come trying to talk to my mama because she is not gonna like you. And I'm telling you that off top.
Never have I ever
Snuck
a boy out of the house.
Oh boy, you snuck out of the house.
I have not.
Okay, no, it was the opposite.
Ooh, no, I can't even imagine being young and doing that. And I can imagine you doing that with Granny.
Exactly. So that's a no there and a no here.
Okay, so I snuck up in the house. We got out of school early, and I went home. We were talking, and then Uncle Bernie came home from work early because he was at the airport. And I was like, oh, my brother's home. And then I was like, hide behind the door. And then Uncle Bernie opened the door. He was like, hey.
You know, I was raised by my grandmother. When she would go to church for those meetings during the week, I would have my little fun.
Okay.
Get them in, get them out. Never have I ever.
Farted during sex.
Sorry, babe.
I will hold that thing in and be cramping.
I would say have not. Is that a thing?
I have, yeah. And it'll be like, poof. Then we both laugh. Yeah, it was funny.
I always have silent farts, so.
You have? What
It's
happened?
natural. It's just your body functions. Everything is flowing. So things should happen.
Never have I ever had a crush on a professor.
Ow! I don't think so. My professors look like prudes. Yeah.
You know.
Mr. Johns, you out there still? You probably about 75, but I'll still tap that.
He was my film aesthetics professor, and he was younger, and he looked like the guy from Atlantis.
Oh, the cartoon?
Yeah.
Says the person who had a crush on Hercules.
I have a crush on multiple cartoon characters. I ain't afraid.
Damn shame.
Never have I ever gotten into
You want to answer mine for me?
You know what?
We're working on our tempers. We're Aquarius and Aries. We've calmed. I'm so happy you weren't at that funeral that day.
It was something in high school. It was
It
real.
was actually a physical.
Yeah, it was.
Like, did you win?
Yeah.
A little twinkle.
But you was fighting for sure. Don't play with my mama, y'all.
I think I've had 3 fights.
I believe it.
The worst one was the one that I told you about.
Okay, I have
a
one in
girl
my head.
that was like acting crazy. She was
Roommate.
like single black female. We ended up fighting in the neighbor's apartment, and the neighbor came out with a gun and was like, y'all get your asses, stop fighting them. And she was pregnant, so it was just all bad.
That was fun. I did learn some new things, but I'm not really surprised by any of it.
Most of the things we kind of already knew or had an idea like we would do or would not have done.
I didn't know she had a walk of shame.
Yeah.
How dare you?
I learned a lot about her.
some things I definitely didn't need to know.
I did not know you had been in a brawl. I'm upset because
It wasn't a brawl, it was a fight.
I needed to be there.
Like I said, I'll tell you everything.
You do.
Uh-huh.
Pretty much. Except there was something you still was trying to like hold back on.
I did my research on it, but you would probably say no.
What?
I would be open to trying mushrooms because they're natural.